I'm here with Theo Edwards and Jalen Phillips of CSUN. The Matadors coming in hot for this 2026 Big West season. Good chilling with you guys today, and always an exciting time of the year.
Thanks for having us, Rob.
Hey, first of all, question for the both of you, and feel free to step in, whoever wants to dive in first. But in last year's Big West Championships, your Matadors had to go and extended 5 sets in the first round, and we're close to pulling off what would have been a really big upset. But what were your takeaways from that 2025 season? And again, feel free to jump in who feels led to answer that question there.
Yeah, it was super fun, super exciting game. I think it kind of prepared us more mentally to, be ready to put our best foot forwards and, just try and put our foot in the gas as hard as possible and be ready for things to, go the other way. Just, be ready to just put our all on the court, and if it doesn't go our way, it doesn't go our way. So I think that's kind of like the mentality that it's really prepped us for. Yeah, I think Irvine was obviously one of the top 5 teams in the country last year, and with Hilaire Heno and Joe Carlo and the guys that they had were just absolutely fantastic in terms of the careers that they had there at Irvine. And so I don't know, for us, the opportunity to go hit toe to toe with them, and I think we had gone 5 with them the week before, and so we were no stranger to who they were and what they were capable of. So I think I agree with Jalen. We learned a heck of a lot in that competition. I think a lot of our training and what we've been doing to prepare in the off season has really been around the loss. And so sometimes you win big matches, and sometimes you learn. And I think that for us was a learning lesson and a great opportunity for us to get better.
Now, how do you roll your experience from last year in a 2026? Because you obviously have some key losses with some phenomenal athletes, but you also return quite a few.
Yeah, I think for us, it's trying to build on where we were. The loss of Donovan Constable and Lorenzo Bertozzi are massive, right? Those guys were tremendous for us and had a huge impact on our program. But I think that we look different. I think we retooled the offense a little bit and have kind of changed our philosophy about how we approach it. Everything was kind of geared around Donovan and his skill set and what he brought to the table. And now with Owen Doffner stepping in and filling those shoes for us, we've kind of retooled things to fit with his style and the way he plays the game. And it's really just about growing as a team and trying to kind of keep the momentum from the things we built on last year.
And Jalen, how do you roll that experience into 2026 as a student athlete?
Yeah, we definitely lost a lot of leadership with Donovan. So our team kind of lost a lot of those senior role models, and we gained a lot of youth. So kind of just, picking myself up and trying to lean on the guys to kind of push me forwards into this next season has been, I think, key for me.
Right. Well, one thing that has definitely transformed in the, I believe this is season 4 for you, Theo, or 3. You came in this new class of new coaches in the Big West, but one of the more global rosters than in recent years, as far back as I can remember, even over a decade. But how has that changed the dynamic in the Matador gym?
Sure, in terms of the international students,
yes.
Rob? Yeah, I mean, it's been incredible. I think, we lost Lorenzo and Matteo, who were with us last year, both from Italy, and we lost those guys. But I would say that the international experience, as far as volleyball IQ and just bringing a different flavor to the gym in terms of their experience and what they've been used to and comfortable with. It feels very much like it is when I coach at USA, and we have opportunities to compete against international teams. There's a lot of different styles, and being able to kind of bring that into our program and gain the experience from a volleyball perspective, but also the connection and the family effect of now these guys who are our domestic students like Jalen, who now have guys that are really close to them from all around the world. So it's really been honestly nothing but a positive impact on our program, and just a pleasure to coach.
about for you, Jalen? You get to interact with them on the court, in the weight room, as well as in your social life. But what's the experience been having these international athletes along with all your fellow American teammates?
Yeah, it's definitely like a huge mesh of all the different cultures. Everybody's really different, but at the same time, they're really similar. So it's kind of weird because we have like some South American students who obviously feel a certain way about, the way we do certain things, and they want to do things in a different style. They're very like free. And then we have like, people from Europe, and they're very like kind of by the book, like kind of following the rules. And it's like, you gotta find a mesh in between where it's like all these guys, they just want to do like a free flowing style. And then you have guys that like, there's a system and let's follow the system, and it's things like that. So you kind of just got to bounce around and feel what works the best for everybody.
Right. Well, I wanted to keep it to the international theme. And Jalen, you had an opportunity to train with the USA this last summer. And I know that you didn't get to play as much as you'd hoped to, but what did you gain from that experience, being able to play in the USA gym and also be a part of that roster going abroad?
It was, I think it was like the huge growth for me was really mentally. It was a little tough at some points, going all the way to Guatemala and not getting to play as much as I'd hoped. And, kind of learning to bounce back from that was super important. And then in the second competition, when we had gone to Puerto Rico, I obviously suffered an injury. So kind of being able to put myself together and bounce back from that as well, I think helped me grow a lot mentally.
And in relation to Jalen, this is for you, Coach Theo. You've got to experience Jalen's growth from year 1 to year 4. I remember having the discussions with you about how exciting that this player you had coming in was from back in the day when Jalen was just a mere freshman. But what's it like for you as a head coach to see his transformation from year 1 to year 4?
I mean, it's pure joy. I think, to be fortunate enough to be able to coach an athlete of Jalen's caliber is just absolutely incredible. I think a lot of people see him and see who he is as a volleyball player, but maybe don't get an opportunity to know who he is as a person. And I think that's the part that is truly incredible. He's an incredible teammate. He's incredibly intelligent, incredibly hardworking, and just, blessed with talent. So it's been an absolute joy. I think, I've always had a vision for the player that he could be, and he surpassed that a long time ago. So it's an absolute joy, and I'm excited to see how it ends the last 2 years of his career.
Right. Now, fall competition has just concluded for most of the teams, and I wanted to get your assessment of what you were seeing, not only with your Matador team, but also with the teams you've been competing against.
Rob, sorry, say that one more time.
Oop, did I go in and out again?
I don't know if I caught the whole thing. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think it was clear, but I didn't understand what the question was.
Right. Coming off fall competition, let me try that again. Coming off fall competition, how do you assess your team where are they at? Let me try that one more time. Coming off fall competition, where do you assess where your team is at, and what have you been seeing in the competition with the other teams as fall competition is concluded?
Yeah. I think the fall has been incredibly interesting for us. Obviously, Jalen had led on the fact that he had been injured when he was with USA at Final Six. So we were down him initially, and obviously the loss of Donovan, right? So we really had been retooling everything. And what initially had started in the fall with a group that we thought was going to be pretty experienced and kind of led with Jalen leading the charge. We ended up with a group that was very young. And at first, I think that was really challenging for us. I think challenging for coaches, but mostly challenging on the guys, right? Asking a lot of guys to step up and fill roles that maybe they hadn't expected to. But I think by the end of the fall, I think we were pretty proud of the work that we had put in. And the guys that had been able to step up and fill some roles really improved. And we got to strengthen the depth of our roster a little bit. Kind of see what we look like without the guys that have been kind of the name brand in the jerseys over the last few years. And so it's been an incredible growth for our team, and watching the competition across the country. I mean, we got to play with UCLA and Irvine and USC and Santa Barbara. I mean, it's just no short of exciting. I think the competition is going to be incredibly stiff, as we can all expect here on the West Coast. And I think the Big West is going to be leading the pack in terms of it. So we're incredibly excited for our young group to get after it and learn some things and play some competitive volleyball.
I want to bounce this question off of Jalen, but I got to ask you, what has got you most excited about entering the 2026 season?
I'm most excited to just compete. I think it's been a while since I really got to play, so kind of just really looking forward to playing some of the guys that I got to spend some time with over the summer for sure. But looking forward to just, playing with the guys around me and getting a chance to really test our mettle against the other guys in the conference and, the other teams around.
Yeah. And for you, Theo, what new faces have been really developing ahead of schedule in your eyes?
Yeah, I think the biggest one that's gonna leave an impact is Owen Doffner. I think Owen is a guy who talent-wise has had the ability to be a starter in this league for multiple years now. And obviously with Donovan kind of leading the pack for us over the past couple of years, Owen has had the ability to just train and improve. And he's gotten a lot better. I think he's really a star in our eyes. I think we have an incredible competition at the libero position too, with both Braden Poole-Harris and Chris Carnizes, who have really been going toe-to-toe this fall. And I think that's going to be a really exciting spot to keep an eye on for sure.
That's incredible stuff you guys got right there. But final question for you. In your schedule this upcoming season, you've got some first-time and new opponents slated in non-conference play. Of course, you chuck in that handful of powerhouse programs, but what are your thoughts on your non-conference competition? I want both of you to respond just to get the coach's take versus the athlete take.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with it. I think one of the things that's going to be really cool about this year is that we're playing many teams that we have never competed against before, and it's a testament to the growth of men's volleyball and teams like LIU, Fort Valley, Ed Waters, Kentucky State, Maryville, all programs that we have never played. Lincoln Memorial, all programs that we have never competed against before. And really for me as a coach and honestly the volleyball fan in me, that part is really, really cool to see. And to watch this game grow to where it's gotten is just an absolute testament to the people who really love and appreciate what we all do and the game that we really love. And so I'm excited for that competition, in addition to the many top 10 and top 5 teams that we're going to compete against that I think are going to be incredibly exciting matches for us.
Right. What about you, Jalen?
Yeah, I think that it's really exciting. You hear about the whole grow the game movement, and then you see like all the statistics, and then you kind of look at the season, you realize like you're a part of this. It's kind of cool to see. But for these like powerhouse programs, it's always fun to play a great team. It's always fun to play a good team, and it's really fun to compete when you're playing against your friends on the other side of the net. So kind of really looking forward to that.
Excellent stuff. Again, one final question. I lied. I wanted to do this one because I'm always curious about the top athletes in the game, which Jalen, you are All-American last season and just had a phenomenal career at CSUN. But in your eyes, whom do you see as being a Big West Player of the Year candidate?
That's a great question. That's a really good question. Honestly, I think Skylar Varga has a great chance. He's really consistent. He really operates at a high level. I think he's been kind of overlooked recently in terms of, Moni Nikolov was on that team. He kind of just ran the NCAA. So kind of overlooked him, but I think he's very consistent. He does some really great things with the ball, and I think he is actually a really great leader for that Long Beach squad.
Excellent. Well, with that, Theo Edwards and Jalen Phillips of CSUN or Cal State Northridge Matadors, appreciate your time today.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Rob.